Hi, today is my husband's birthday, so I am going to make a page in my glue book. In my Buddha glue book, we both enjoyed our time doing Reiki, and I collected Buddhas for a long time, and he was always on the lookout. So I'm kind of dedicating this page to him for his birthday. And I'm going to incorporate a few things that he found for me or gave me, and just have fun doing the page. It's really not about making it a statement. It's just the memories and things that I enjoyed or we enjoyed together. So, like this picture was a very windy day, and this blue heron was in the water. We were taking a walk at the park, and it was in the water, and it just stood there so still. So I took a picture of it, and because it was so far away, it kind of looks like an oil painting, you know, because it's pixelated, but it's pixelated in such a way that it just looks beautiful. And we had such a good time that day, so I am going to incorporate this picture into this scene. I'm not exactly sure, you know, what all I'm going to put in here, but we will just keep working on it until we find a solution to. I don't want everything square either. I'm just, that is square right now, but it won't be when I'm done. Now, something like this will be square or rectangle or whatever. It'll have harsher edges. So I'll probably do a little more trimming. I'm just setting it up right now. All right. Yeah, that's very, very straight. So I'm just going to keep trimming it until I like it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be crooked. It, you know, it makes it easier to have things not perfect. We used to love going to the park and enjoy the water, and it was just a good place to be. We loved the concerts and the festivals, and every week we had a concert in the summer. So we would take our chairs, and they had food trucks, and we'd go and do that. It was so much fun. It was something we just absolutely loved doing together. And okay, I'm going to leave it like that, but I'm going to take this piece off because I'm going to take it off about there. It looks pretty good. And then this side I'm really going to tear. Yeah, we just don't want it to, I like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this, this will be up here. And that will, you know, be the edge of the page. And that'll be fine. Glue books are very relaxing because there is no wrong way to do one. They're also very therapeutic. I mean, it just helps you to get through some things if you need to, and if you have a creative block, it helps you to get through that. Some people use prompts. If I'm already having a creative block, sometimes the prompts don't really work for me. So I like that. That looks lots better. Because we're going to stack things. It's going to be layered. heavily. Okay, so this piece here, my husband is a master modeler, and he would order kits, supplies, whatever, from China, Japan, wherever. I'm not really sure. I don't want Prada on there. All over the world, you know, Germany and wherever. So he would, you know, he would order things, and I'd get really unique stamps, or I would have, you know, newspapers or whatever that he would get for me from his packaging. So we didn't throw away the packaging. Okay. Looks, I'm not sure I like it there, so I'm not ready to place that. That would look good there. So I'm still just laying things out. I don't know exactly what I want yet. I like this. I'm not feeling the red right now, so we'll put that away. He bought me a really nice elephant, so I'm going to put that elephant there. I like this one too, but it's a bit big for this spot. I think we're going to just stick with these two pieces there. And I have these that I cut out, these die cuts. I cut these out, and I've never used them. It's not really, I don't know, it's kind of cool, but I don't think that's really what I want. You just pull out stuff and see what you like. And if you don't like it, you move on quickly. But over the years, he bought me quite a few really cool books, and that's pretty too. Oops. Oops. That looks really nice together. Is that what I want, or do I want this heron? I like the heron. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the heron, because we used to see herons all the time. This used to be our garden, if you can see this right here, in a different house. I like that. That definitely reminds me of the park. Okay, I'll take that off. It was just a stool fell down, that noise. I didn't have it in the right place. So let's go ahead and take some of this off and see if I want to put this in here. That looks really, really nice though. Just play with it, whatever. I like that. That looks really nice. Looks like it goes together. And I apologize for the loud clock, but I am not going to stop and take it down. looks pretty good like that. And let's see, I think I'm gonna take some of this square I don't want to lose too much of it, but it definitely is too straight. So that could go, and that could go like that. And you want some room to paint and do some other things, so I don't want to take it all out. Take that off. And this whole thing is about love. So love works on there. This is what we love. I may not use that, I don't know. I'm not really thinking I want to. I could use that. I'm still not convinced that that's what I want. So what I'm going to do first, these 4 pieces I want, I would like one more piece. I don't want it as busy as this. So I think I'm going to use this burlap. Oh, here's something else. He bought me this for the landscape. Maybe I'll use this piece. Let's see. I like that. That looks really cool. I think maybe that I'll put that in there with it. That looks really cool. So what I want to do now is I just want to add some texture paint and go around the edges with that. I also have some of this, some of that. I don't think I want this one, but I do have music. And music is good for the soul. So, and he loved music. He was always playing music. He was such a good musician too. So I got everything out except something to put paint in. Okay, I have just an old lid, and these work really great. Sometimes they crack and they don't hold a seal anymore, or they get really stained. So I just reuse them for palettes. It works for me. So let's see what color. Let's do navy blue. And boy, these are brand new and they're already dried out. Not happy about that. Okay. All right, let me see. What do I want to use? I could use a sponge, but I really would rather just use I think, a baby wipe. This is my favorite way, and you don't have to clean the brush afterwards. And it gives you a little bit more control, I think. Okay. Oh, I guess not on this one. Okay, well, we know better than to do that on this small one. Okay. That's okay, though, it doesn't matter. You're always looking for something for texture. So here we go. Here we go. I'll use this. But I use a baby wipe with paint on stencils all the time. But it's okay, we'll do it this way. Okay, that should come out really nice. Sometimes it just depends. Okay. Well, I guess this one requires a stippling brush. So this is a background, so it does not matter if it's perfect. That's not what we're going for. So I'm going to go this way a little bit. There's a lot of ways to do stenciling. There's the right way, and then there's my way. It's however I get the right look. If I'm doing something that would be on a piece of wood or something like that, I would do some test pieces, and then I would determine which application, whether I'd use a sponge or a wet wipe or whatever. So I'm a go with the flow kind of person. And when you're doing a glue book, there are no mistakes. All right, see, that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to do one more over here. Not a lot. I don't really like these stencil brushes very much. Okay, that's good enough. So now I'm going to do a different color. And I'll go back to using another stencil brush. So what color would I like? This is a tropical blue. I don't think I want that. This is a violet. That's an eggplant, not my pick for that, not to go with that. So hang on. So now I'm going to do just a little bit of green here. Not my favorite green, but doesn't matter. Doesn't have a lot of pigment in it, so it's not I like the darker greens. Not really crazy about, I mean, I could mix some brown or something to go in there, I suppose, but let's just do it like this. I just want a little bit of color in the background. And put it on top. My favorite thing to do with color, though, is the gel, what is it called? It's a gel pad or something, and you just slap paint on it and stencils. I love doing that. That's fun. I'll have to do that for you one day. Yep, so just remember when you're doing this, there's really no wrong way. Do it whatever way you like. I might. Okay, I think I'll use that for the matte medium. Okay, so here is where this gets interesting. So I know I want to put this up here. Do I want it there? I think I want it up here. So I'm going to try to get rid of a little bit of this white still. And make it as ugly as you want it. Okay, that looks a lot better. Yeah, I like it. So you could just paint backgrounds all day long and then reuse them, make copies, whatever. Just paint yourself some backgrounds. And I think I'm going to end up putting it like right here because I want the music notes to show. Maybe there, like that. I want the music notes to show, you know, that we love music. So music goes there. And then this would go somewhere. We love Buddhas. We love the park, which feeds our soul. It looks kind of neat. It's different. It does show a little bit of the... Okay, that works. So now what I'm going to do is if I had a ink pad, then I would do the edges. And this one, I'm just going to use this little bit of paint that's still in the... So I could actually... So then it kind of looks like, you know, I don't know what I'm going to put here to cover that up, but it's okay. So, but I definitely want to get rid of those white edges. It will look so much better if you do. Okay, so let's do that. But you can use markers, you can use ink pads, whatever. I have tons, but I don't always use them. And the colors you use are your own, whatever you like. Okay, that looks a whole lot better. So now I'm wondering how far I want to move it over. Maybe there. That looks nice there. Then this would go above and under. Okay. And this it's just a representation of something that you feel. All right, that all looks good together actually, just like that as a whole. Okay, I'm thinking this needs to come over. I don't think I want that right on there. Then this could go like that. It could go like that, yes. Change this up just a little bit. Just put it wherever you like it. Oh, I kind of like that too. All right, maybe I'll put this right on the edge. Then that. I think we'll go there on this edge. Just keep playing with it till it sings to you. Okay, I like that. And I like that. That speaks to me now. So I'm going to glue it on, and then as soon as I'm done gluing it, then I will do the heavy matte gel. Okay, we got to make this quick now, so this one I'm going to put on. And use an old brush. Don't use anything brand new. Just use something that's old and unloved. And because if you forget to wash it out, or you don't wash it out well enough, then the brush is no good. And you don't want to ruin a good brush. So let's just do this real quick. The page was sealed with gesso before I started. That's what the white was, to cover up the words and, you know, the pre-printed page. And this one is going to, should I put it there? And this, I don't like that. I can put, that would look nice there. I don't think I'm going to put them together. Maybe when I put this together. We'll see. It's just, I'm just moving it around till I'm pleased with it. Even though I figured out how I wanted it, then I just changed my mind. And that's usually what happens with a glue book. You just, if you don't like it, move it. Because this is not supposed to be something that's, you know, a piece of fine art. It can turn into a piece of fine art, but it isn't necessarily fine art. It's just a little meditation. And see, I had ink on my hands. Bad girl. Or paint. But that's okay. I don't know what I got my fingers into. Oh, that's not 100% dry. Silly me. Silly me. You can use a credit card or something to smooth it out, but I'm not really all that crazy about how it looks since it's, this one wants to wrinkle, so I'll just smooth it out a little bit. And then when it's dry, it'll have wrinkles, and then you can just go over it with an ink pad, and that'll really make it look cool. I don't like that. I'm taking the bottom off because I decided I don't like it. So that could go there. That's kind of where I had it, maybe down a little bit further. And let's do it. Yep. Usually when you do a glue book, you do let things dry, but I'm just trying to get this recorded. I haven't done much recording in a long time, and well, actually I haven't done any. I think I did one a week ago. And I just need to get back into it, and so it takes me a little time to do the whole thing. So I like that. That looks really nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and place it so that I can get the stenciling done. The point of it is, you know, I'm thinking of my husband, and something that we shared together that we enjoy. And that's my whole purpose of doing this. So although it's a bit busy, it still looks nice. I'm going to put the glue lid back on because I don't want it to dry out. My glue is just white glue with mixed 50-50 water and glue. And that is perfect for doing this. You could use decoupage medium if you like. I prefer to just mix up my own, and it's nice to do that. Okay, so we have music, we have some background. Now I'm going to put some leaf structure in, and all I'm going to use is super heavy gel. It dries really fast. It's creamy, super creamy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go all the way. There's so much you can do with this. Okay, so we've got a really pretty leaf. Get that cleaned up, because you want to clean it. If you don't clean it, you're going to have a mess. So you have to wipe it off, make sure you don't have any under. Then you can go and do another one. So here we go over here, and I think I'll just use the same one, and I'll put that right here. Get some more of the heavy gel, and just, I've made several glue books, and I need to find the video walkthrough of them, which would give you a little bit more idea of, you know, what you can do. Some are fun, some are serious. There. That looks really nice. And see, I have a piece of paper here so that if I go over, then it's, you know, not ruined. And I don't want it to stick. Okay. Now, let me wipe that piece off. Okay, so I have a little bit there. Then what I'll do is I'll turn the book, and I'll come up here somewhere. Maybe there. I don't know if I really want that, but I'm going to look at it. No. That looks pretty cool. And you don't need a lot. Just need a little bit. And you can color this. You can, you know, add paint to it, make it a different color if you like. I'm just going to do it that way, and then I'm going to take a baby wipe with some paint. And just wipe over it, and then it'll have color. So now I'm going to go on this side. Now, what I would do if I wasn't recording is I would use the heat gun and dry this before I would do all of this. But that does not work. Not right now. Okay, right there. It's not gonna, it'll touch that, so I'll just hold on to it. I don't want it to touch the other until it's dry. If I had a fan going, it'd probably be dry already. So just remember, experiment. If you don't like how it looks, just change it. If you don't like the application that you've done, do something else. It's a great way to experiment and learn new things. There's absolutely no reason not to do this. You can use any old book that you have. Doesn't matter, old cookbook if you don't use it anymore. You know, if it's not usable, if it's torn, or you know, if the information in it is really outdated, it's a great way to reuse the books. So, and it saves money because you're not going out there buying something all the time to do this. So anyway, I'm going to leave this to dry. I don't know what else I would put on here because I really like it just the way it is. Try to do an odd number of things. Normally I don't set them up this way, but this is just the way this one turned out. And I have some other things little things that I might put on there. A special button or, you know, it just depends. Or I just might take a pen and write something in there. I probably will do that. I need the word heart. So it would be love, heart, soul. Or I could just put a heart there. Anyway, I'm quite happy with it. It will be ready to put the color on top of those leaves in just a few minutes. So I'm going to turn it off and use the heat gun. Okay, I decided I'm going to use this, it's gold, it's a gold wax, and you know, because this stuff is still not dry, and I don't want to go over it with more color, you know, because it needs to dry, but it's dry enough for me to do this, and I think it looks really pretty. It just needs a little dressing up, just, you know, and then this will be done. And then each one you do, I mean, I'm out of practice. I haven't done these in so long. I kind of gave up for a while because I became allergic to paper. I was doing junk journals and stuff, and it just devastated me. So I had to get rid of a lot of stuff, and I just lost my mojo because I enjoyed doing it so much. And like some of these on here are weird shaped because the glue or the heat gun will cause them to swell if you get the heat gun too close, but it gives it neat texture. So, like I said, there's no mistakes. Glue books are for experimenting and having, you know, a way to meditate while you're doing it, because, you know, if you're stuck, you know, you have a creative block, this is peaceful and it's easy to, you know, get your brain back to thinking about, you know, putting things together and color. And I took a course in color psychology, and it was very interesting. It was just a beginner's course. It would be interesting to take the entire course, but I don't think I will. It would be very fun to do, but with COVID and all that stuff, I'm just not not going to. You know, I got so sick and took a lot out of me, so I think I'm just gonna spend my time resting. Okay. I think I'm done. I think it looks beautiful. When I look at it, I see my husband and me doing the things that we loved. And that's what was important to me today, to honor my husband for his birthday. No, it doesn't say birthday anywhere. But whenever I look at this, I'll know that's what I did this for. And I put one of his guitar picks on here because he loved music. I did too. So we love music. Music touches your soul. And usually the music we played was about love. So there you have it. Have a wonderful day. Hope you'll try a glue book.